welcome back to the Faithful You Knitting Podcast. My name's Hazel and I'm coming to you from Mid Wales in the United Kingdom. It's a typical autumn day here today. It's not sunny. We've had some rain this morning. I got wet going around the garden doing my vlog for today. But yeah, it's a lovely day here. It's been sort of lovely time here with all the autumn colour and everything. So I'll talk more about that at the end. If you're interested in any of my life stuff, in any of the things I've been getting up to around here, then hang around till the end and we'll talk about it all there. But welcome if you're a new viewer. It's lovely to have you around, and welcome if you're a returning viewer. Welcome back. Also, thank you as well to all my lovely new subscribers. We've jumped quite a lot in the last month. I think I've jumped about 120 subscribers in the last month, in the last 28 days. So that's been absolutely brilliant. So thank you to you all for all your support. And if you're not already subscribed, then please do consider, as you watch my video, consider subscribing to future content, because if you like the video and you subscribe, it does push me up in the YouTube algorithms and more people get to see my videos. So that would be really helpful, and thank you very much. Yeah, I've been busy around here. I've been up to quite a lot this week. I've fermented my mushrooms that are collected in one of my vlogs, and they're now soaking in the garage. And in my blog for tomorrow, I will be showing what the results are so far in the last few days with that. So if you're interested in that, then as I say, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified when that video goes live. Because I'm doing an experiment and I want to see what colours I can get out of these mushrooms that I've collected in the wild, in the forest, right next to my home. And I'm going to dye some wool and see what I can knit with it. So yeah, so if you want to keep up to date with that, then do hit the subscribe button. But in today's episode, I have got couple of works in progress for you. I've got some news on my Birkin sweater. I've got a weaving project. I've got a spinning project. I've got some spinning. So yeah, we've got quite a full episode today. Also, my jumper today, my cardigan, is my Affamil jumper, but I sticked it up the front and made it into a cardigan. I love this cardigan because it's knit out of wool that I got in a charity shop up in the Isle of Skye. It was a jumper, a men's jumper, and I unpicked the jumper and I've used it for this. And then the grey in the cuff is hand spun Shetland. And then all these colours in it as well were 50p balls that I picked up at Wonderwool a few years ago. So I think I knit this back in 2018 or 2019. It was one of my first colourwork sweaters. So yeah, I really like this cardigan. It's quite a light cardigan to wear. I was thinking I was going to get a bit warm wearing it today, but yeah, it is a free pattern on Ravelry, so I'll put a link in the description bar below for any of the links or anything I discussed today, patterns wise or whatever. All the links will be in the description bar below. And if you want to find me on any social media like Facebook, Instagram or anywhere like that, then all that is down in the description bar as well. So anything you want to know about this podcast and any other podcasts is all listed down below in the description bar. So all the admin aside, the weather forecast aside, it's time to get on with what content I've got for you. So first off, I've got a finished object, and this is another hat that I've knit for my husband. It's done in Harris tweed yarn that I bought in Tarbert up in the Isle of Harris. It's got some beautiful colours in it, some pinks and golds and orange and browns, and the main body of it is grey. But this is his favourite hat at the moment. He loves this hat. It's just done in 2x2 rib. Again, I can try and do a pattern if anybody's interested. What I think I'm going to do is any free patterns that I do, I'm going to put them up on my blog. I have got a blog up on the internet, and the link is in the description bar below. And I'll put this up there. I'm going to do a pattern for my hand spun sweater as well, so that'll be up there. And my new work in progress is another pattern that I'm making myself as well. So yeah, this is my husband's hat. It was just 2x2 rib. I think it was 84 stitches. I knitted it up until it was 10 inches long, and then I just did knit 2, knit 1, knit 2, knit 1, at the top to do the decrease, and that's what gave the shape at the top. So yeah, he loves this hat. It's his favourite hat. He was quite disappointed he couldn't wear it to go out in today, so I had to pinch it to show you. So yeah, it's a turn-up cuff. Take my glasses off. It fits me as well. It's a nice tight fit. So you could wear it as a slouchy hat if you want. It's tight enough to be worn slouchy, which is actually quite nice actually. I think I'll knit myself one. But yeah, he really likes it. You could put a bobble on it if you wanted to and turn it into a bobble hat, because that's actually quite flat on the top where I've done the decreases. So a bobble would sit nicely on the top there, maybe a white one or a pink one. But yeah, his favourite hat at the moment. I'm going to make more of these. I may make some in my hand spun yarn and try and get them in my shop for Christmas. So yeah, hand spun hat, 2x2 rib, very happy husband. Also, I have my Attic 24 blanket that I've been working on. Just get my glasses out the way. I've done 22 stripes on it so far. I haven't done much on it this week. I've just finished this colour, which is a pistachio colour. It's a pattern that you can get free, I do believe, online, but I had this passed on to me by somebody who'd already knit it. I had already bought a blanket off them. They're the colours I've done so far. I had already purchased their granny square blanket, and I'll pop a picture of it here, this one that I've made of what I've done so far. And yeah, I wasn't loving doing the granny squares, so I turned it into this. So I've just been kind of randomly moving the colours around, trying to get them the same as what's in the pattern, but randomly moving them around to the way I want the colours, because I don't want too many colours next to each other. But if you want more information about this, I did discuss it in my last video, so I'll put a link just up here for you for that. But yeah, coming along nicely, making steady progress. I'm going to try and get 3 stripes done today and 3 stripes done tomorrow, because I'd like to get it finished for Christmas, and then I can use it as a lap blanket in the sitting room. So, because it gets quite cold in this room in the winter, even with the fire on sometimes it still feels a bit chilly. So Attic 24 blanket, I highly recommend it. It's a lovely pattern to do, it's an easy pattern to do. It's one of those things that once you've done the first rows, I think there's 2 rows to each colour, so once you've done the first 4 rows, you pretty much got the pattern and away you go. It's only a triple crochet stitch. So yeah, I highly recommend that pattern. It's a lovely pattern, lovely colours, and I'm looking forward to having it finished. I think it's 140 centimetres wide and 140 centimetres long. It's a big blanket anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to having that finished. My other work in progress is, this is one I'm really excited about, because I'm thinking of doing a pattern for this, a proper pattern for this if it works. But it was just something I was just playing around with. I wanted to use the yarn, and it's a lovely brown colour, lovely rich brown, and I wanted to use this Rico yarn that I had. And I've had it in stash for about 10-15 years, and it doesn't feel like it has a lot of wool content in it, because I tried to snap it. You know the snap test where, like, if you snap wool like this one, then if it snaps it's wool. Doesn't have a lot of nylon or acrylic in it, plastic in it. But this one, this brown one, was really difficult to snap when I came to the end of my cast off. So I think it's, I can't find the ball band, but I think it's actually got quite a lot of plastic acrylic in it. But I've tried it on, it looks great, and what it is it's a tank top with nice deep sleeves. Where the tank top is at its widest, it covers your chest at the front, but then it goes nice and narrow up here with nice deep sleeves. So you can wear a blouse underneath, a shirt underneath, and it's not going to compromise the sleeves and not going to make you feel like you've got your sleeves right under your armpits. So I've done the front, that's the front. And what I have done is I have increased here to compensate for the decreases there, so it stays the same size of the top here, but then it will cup nicely onto your shoulders. And then I think I'm going to do round this part and round the neck. So I've done the front, I'm just onto the back, just started the back, and I've found this really cool technique of using circular needles and not having to keep changing needles to go up and do this bit. But I just left it on the circular needle, carried on with this part and then cast off, carried on with this part and then cast off. And now I'm working the back, and I haven't had to use a separate needle. I haven't had to change needles at all. So I'm going to use that technique again. I can't remember how many stitches I cast on. I think it was 95 or 96. And I'm a 38-inch chest, and it fits me nicely. So I will only be doing a one size. I won't be doing getting it all done into different sizes at the moment, but if people like it, then I might see how I can get that done. But yeah, it's a lovely pattern. It's going to be a lovely warm, it's a thick wool, and I did it on an 8mm needle, and it called for a 10mm needle. But I wanted a tighter fabric to keep me warm, because here in Wales it gets quite cold, and we're quite exposed here as well, as I've said before, with the field at the back. So it will just be nice, if I don't want too much bulk of a cardigan under my jacket, I can just wear this. So you could even wear it reversible if you wanted. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that finished this weekend. So that'll be in my next podcast, and then I've got other things I want to get on with. So yeah, my new tank top coming on nicely. Looking forward to having it finished. And looking forward to wearing it on the lovely winter cold days that we get here. Excuse the noise, someone's just going through the field gate. But yeah, so yeah, I'm hoping to get that finished this weekend, and I will pop some pictures up on Instagram when it's finished. So yeah, looking forward to that. I need to get back up to date with doing Instagram, but I trapped my phone in the log splitter. So yeah, phone is now deceased, like the dead parrot in Monty Python. So it's a bit difficult getting on Instagram, so I need to try and suss out a way of doing it. I think I can do it on my laptop, but I'm not too sure. I'm not quite au fait with that at the moment. It's taken me all my time to work out how to do all this lot, but yeah, nice new jumper, nice yarn. So yeah, looking forward to having that finished. So that's another work in progress. Birkin, as you can see behind me. I feel like I'm running through today, but my husband's out and I wanted to get a podcast done before he come back. But yeah, I'm making steady progress on the sleeve. I haven't had time to do much, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 increases. I'm on the last increase, and then I start the cuff on that sleeve, and then I'll start the neckband. So you can tell the difference between the sleeves. There is quite, now I've got further down, there is quite a difference between the old sleeve and the new sleeve. There is a marked difference between what I had, possibly about, let's have a look, probably about 4 inches of fabric difference between mine and the pattern. So yeah, I do think that's going to make a big difference as to the fit, and not make it look as bulky and as big, because it was just so much, there was just so much yellow, so much fabric. But yeah, sleeves are coming on well, so I'm hoping to get that finished as well, because it's getting on my nerves now. It's been on the needles for far too long. I think it's been on the needles since June. So I've been plodding along, trying to get it done. I've been spinning the yarn for my Birkin natural, but I haven't done much, so I didn't think it was worth showing you. But yeah, so that's that. The other thing we discussed last week was my Gardengate sweater that I started. I haven't brought it with me because I haven't done anything on it since I showed you last week. So if you're interested in that, then click the link at the top. But yeah, I'll pop a picture just here for you. But the Gardengate sweater, I wasn't sure what colour to pick, so I asked a question in the comments below and in the video as to what colour you thought I should use. And the resounding opinion was this colour. So this is the colour that I've chosen to go with the blue. I tell you what, I'll just get it because it's in here. Just bear with me a sec. Right, this was the blue colour. It's got quite a lot of red. This is Shills a Day yarn that I bought at Waternish before Kirsty took it, when Eva had it. And this is the colour now that I've chosen to go with it. So yeah, it was a resounding use this colour. Everybody shouts out, use this one, use this one. So that's what I've gone for. So yeah, it's a lovely yarn, and I think this colour is really going to bring out the colours of that. So yeah, that's the colour I'm going to go for. So when I get my tank top finished, I'm going to carry on and start on the colour work, because I'm up to the colour work now on the sweater. So to work top down. But yeah, looking forward to getting that finished. I need to have a drink of coffee. I need to slow down. I seem to be rushing through today, but as I say, my husband's gone out and he won't be long. So I wanted to get this done and then I can get it up tomorrow so people can watch it on Sunday. And it looks like the sun's trying to come out, so I want to get out for a walk. Right, spinning and weaving now. So I got this in the charity shop. It's called Indie Yarns, and I got this about 3 years ago in a shop in my local town. And it's got all sorts of different variegated colours in there. And what I thought I would do was, I have a project on the go where I am going to spin an art yarn and use my triangle loom to weave a shawl with the art yarns that I spin. And it's part of a series that I'm doing that I've discussed on my previous podcast. And what I want to do is I want to use my handmade triangle loom to weave a shawl, and I'm doing a series for next year that's going to go up next year of short videos showing how to take a yarn from fibre to spin it into yarn to weaving on the triangle loom, making a shawl and making something that you can wear. Because when I knit my hand spun yarn sweater and showed it in the last 2 videos, I had quite a lot of feedback of people saying, oh, that's lovely, oh, I would like to be able to use my hand spun yarn, and comments like that. So I thought, well, if I can put a little series together, it's only going to be short little videos of about 10 or 15 minutes each one, and it's just going to take you slowly through the process of taking it from a fibre, spinning it into yarn, a preparation process for getting it ready for yarn, and then how to weave it on the triangle loom and the finished shawl. So I thought that would be a fun series to do in either January or February, so that's what's to come in the new year. But that said, this yarn here, I thought I would pop it on the triangle loom to learn how to use it. I thought that because I've got 2 balls of it, and I have some other indie yarn as well that of my own that isn't in this colour but would be nice with this colour. So I'm going to do that this afternoon, and this is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to do it as a present for somebody. It's 51% wool, 49% acrylic. It's by Sirdar Yarns, and it's a few years old now, this yarn. I don't know whether they still sell it, but it was about 15 years ago I think they brought this back. They brought this yarn out. You may still be able to find it on eBay or Wool Warehouse online. I'll put a link to Wool Warehouse in the description bar. But yeah, So this is the one I'm going to use this afternoon to do the shawl, and then if that works, then I'll know that how I can weave with it to use my art yarns. So this is what I've been working on so far. I have shown it in my vlog, and these are the colours that I'm up to. So this is 2 yarns. The green, I think, let's have a think, was it the blue, the grey, the yellow, the pink, the green, purple and the orange. That's 1 yarn, and that's going to be a coil spun yarn. And I'm putting Sparkle Angelina Firestar in with the fibres, popping it through the drum carder. There was a video, a vlog I did where I showed you what I was doing with the fibre on the drum carder, so I just put a link up here for you. And then this one is the other yarn. This one here is the other yarn. There's a yellow, a green, a pink, an orange and a purple. And as you can see, I love pink, so I'm doing it in the colours that I like. The green in that one is going to be the main colour, and the bumps are going to be done in the bright colours. And then in the other yarn, this one is going to be the bright colour, the main colour, and this one, all the other colours are going to be the all these other colours are going to be the bumps. So what I'm doing as well is I've done 1 yarn as rolags. I think I'm doing this one as a bat, as bats, and then this one I'm going to use the Diz, which is a little tool which I thought I'd bring and show you, like this, and it has holes in it of different sizes. Now the different sizes mean the different size thickness of fibre that you can pull through. So I'm going to be using the bigger hole, this one here, and this is one I've made myself, and I will be making some to go in my Etsy shop. It's made out of Welsh slate that I collect from the river near my home, and I hand pick each piece of slate myself. So no 2 pieces of slate are different. Every piece is different. Now what I like about this one is it's got a little groove here, so my finger fits nicely in that groove for pulling the fibre through. So I like that, and I like the tactile nature of it, and I like the size of it as well. So yeah, I'll be making these to go in my Etsy shop. They're not going to be expensive, and for UK customers I'm going to offer free postage as well. So yeah, I'm going to have a go of that this afternoon, make sure it's all working properly, and then they will also have a coating on them that will make them waterproof. So if you want to use them outside, carry them around in your pocket, put them on a necklace, then yeah, I could even put another hole in and you could have it as a necklace, so you've always got it with you or on your key ring. So yeah, there's my Diz. So I'm going to go and this afternoon and try and film another part of the video, because I've only done the rolag part so far, and how to prepare the fibre to go on the drum carder. So the next part of recording is doing the bat and the Diz. So yeah, that's my hand spun yarn project. I'm hoping to have that done. I think it's going to be February now, because I've still got quite a bit to do, and I've got so many things to do around here. But yeah, I think that's all my fibre content for today, all my knitting and craft projects. There is another project in the pipeline which is nearly finished. I just need to do 1 more video, well maybe 2 more videos for that one, and that's my natural dyes series that I'm doing, and that one's going to go up in January. And that is foraging for plants in the wild and in the garden. And what I've done is I've tried to build a rocket stove and tried to cook the dies on the rocket stove. Had mixed results, but I think for the actual dyeing part I'm going to use an ordinary stove because it's getting very wet here now, and I found when I tried to start the fire in the rocket stove it was that wet that it just caused loads of smoke and didn't create any heat. So I think for the summer it's an ideal stove to use outdoors when it's not wet, and you can get some great results for it. So what I'm going to do is use the little electric stove that I've got to finish off the yarns and to see what results we can get from the plants that I collected. So yeah, it was quite a detailed little series. I've got me foraging in the wild, foraging in the garden, and also dyeing the plants, fermenting the mushrooms. So yeah, it's a good little series, but they're only going to be again 10 or 15 minutes in length. I put one up each week throughout the month of January, and then when the spring comes you'll be all kitted out to be able to go into the wild and go and grab some plants to dye your yarns. So yeah, that's that project. So I think that's it for all the crafty content today. I don't think I've got anything else to show you, but yeah, I'll just have a little chatter with you, my little weekend chatter about what's been going on this week. So if you're not interested in any of that, it's been lovely to have you with me, and if you haven't liked or subscribed, do hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up, and I will see you next time. So thank you very much, I'll see you then. But if you are staying for my chatter section, it's been a very busy week around here. The weather's not been up to much, it's been raining. I've had to get out and about again, and I'll put some footage in for you of that. Other than that, not much has been going on around here. We've been enjoying the autumn colour. The tree outside has turned a beautiful fire red, so I'll put a photograph in of that for you. And I'll put some footage in of a road trip that we did this week over to find the sea. So yeah, we've had some lovely times this year. The autumn colour has been absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like it. In all my 49 years, I've never seen an autumn like this one. So yeah, it's been absolutely beautiful. But yeah, we've seen, when we went back to my husband's mum, when we were driving through Wales, it was all reds and orange, and then when we got back to England, it was all bright yellows, really vibrant yellows. So I think that's just the difference in the soil and the climate, but yeah, it was really lovely. So today I'm hoping to get myself out for a walk, so if I do, I'll take my camera and try and find you the river and some autumn colour. And I'm going in the garage to use my triangle loom, which I'm going to do in a minute. So yeah, I've got a busy day planned and a busy weekend with church tomorrow. My husband's preaching tomorrow, and yeah, I think he's talking about anxiety tomorrow, so that'll be an interesting talk, but an interesting preach. So I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, just generally having a nice restful weekend. So the cook stove comes on Monday, so hopefully we'll be cooking on wood as from next week. If you're interested, by the way, in any of my cottage diary stuff of my life here in my cottage in Wales, I do have another channel, and I'll put a link in the description bar, and it's called the Wildwood Cottage Diary, and I just vlog a few times a week and just show what I'm getting up to here, show my life here, and show my journey towards self-sufficiency and leading a frugal lifestyle. So if you're interested in that, click on the link below and come on over and have a look at my other channel. So I'm going to go and do some stuff for that as well today. So yeah, so that's it for today. I hope you have a great weekend. Whatever crafty project you're working on, may it bring you joy and may you enjoy it. So I will see you next week for another podcast and finish off my Vlogtober today, tomorrow and Monday. Yeah, if you do enjoy my videos, please do click the like button, because YouTube seems to like it if you do, and it pushes my videos up on YouTube so more people get to see them. And please do hit the subscribe button, and then you can be notified when I upload new videos and they go live on my channel. There's also a little notification bell as well if you want to keep up to date, that will let you know when the video is on YouTube. So yeah, if you do like my videos, it would be good if you could like them and if you could subscribe, because that will help me to promote my channel on YouTube. So yeah, anyway, have a great weekend, enjoy all your craft projects, and I will see you next time. So bye for now, bye bye.